This time we'll take it slow. This ain't a movie, no fairy tale conclusion, y'all. It gets more confusing every day. Sometimes it's heaven sent, then we head back to hell again. We kiss, then we make up on the way. I hang up, you call, we rise and we fall, and we feel like just walking away. But as our love advances, we take second chances. Though it's not a fantasy, I still want you to stay. We're just ordinary people. We don't know which way to go, 'cause we're ordinary people. Maybe we should take it slow, take it slow. Oh, this time we'll take it slow, take it slow. This time we'll take it slow, take it slow. Maybe we'll live and learn, maybe we'll crash and burn. Maybe you'll stay, maybe you'll leave, maybe you'll return. Maybe another fight, maybe we won't survive, but maybe we'll grow, we never know. Baby, you and I, we're just ordinary people. We don't know which way to go, yeah. Hey, 'cause we're ordinary people. Maybe we should take it slow. Hey, we're just ordinary people. We don't know which way to go, 'cause we're ordinary people. Maybe we should take it slow, take it slow. This time we'll take it slow, take it slow. This time we'll take it slow, take it slow, slow. This time we'll take it slow, take it slow. This time we'll take it slow.
My father
The Real Show right here on Spreaker.com. That was your boy Prince with When Doves Cry. One of my favorite songs of all time right there. Shouts out to Prince and the New Revolution. We're talking a little bit about tonight. We're talking about Ferguson. Of course, we dedicated this entire show to that particular topic because, let's just be honest. I do this show for an hour and we can't really cover everything in an hour. We're going to talk a little bit about Darren Wilson now. Darren Wilson broke his silence, spoke to reporters. He gave an interview about his account of what happened between him and Mike Brown on that fateful day. Now, this is according to a news source. It says that Wilson, who was reported is 6'4" and weighs around 210. So he's a pretty tall guy. Got a little weight on his body. He said he reached for his gun only when he began to be fearful for his life. And he struggled with the 6'3", nearly 300-pound Brown over control of the weapon. Shots were fired inside the car, causing Brown to flee. And Wilson then chased after him on foot, saying that he wanted to see where Brown was going. According to Wilson, Brown then stopped, turned, and began to charge at him. This is very weird to me, but they said Wilson said that Brown charged at him, at which point the officer, Wilson, fired several shots, hitting Brown several times, including a fatal wound to the head. Okay? He said that he had acted the same way, he would act the same way if circumstances were repeated. Also said that he was hit during this encounter, and he said that he was fearful for his life. Wow. I mean, I gotta tell you, man, this is absolutely mind-boggling to me right now. So let me get this straight. Wilson, who's 6'4", 210 pounds, he meets up with a 6'3", 300-pound Brown. They get into a tussle. What human being on the face of God's green earth is going to go up to a police officer who is unarmed and attack him? I mean, I don't know, man. I'm not the smartest man in the world, but that just sounds kind of weird to me. I have absolutely no weapon on me, and I'm going to charge somebody that has one. And then he said he fired a couple shots, which I mean, I understand. But according to other news sources that I read, said that he fired over 12 shots. Okay? Now, once again, I'm not the smartest man in the world, but I do know this. It only takes one shot for a man to get his mind right. 12 shots, that's a little bit excessive, don't you think? 12 shots? 12 shots, you fear for your life that much that you just empty a clip. 12 shots. I mean, that's kind of hard to believe, man. I can understand that, Mike Brown is a 6'3", 300-pound individual. That's pretty, imposing figure if you look at him. I mean, somebody 6'3", 300 pounds charging at you, I'm pretty sure, you'll move out of the way, or, you'll kind of be fearful of that particular sighting. But I will say this. If you have a gun, I just find it kind of, weird that a person would try to attack you or charge at you. Well, why would Mike Brown charge at an officer that shot at him the first time? I mean, that's just weird to me. So you shot at him. What do you think, you were out of bullets or something? So he just thought he'd charge at you? I mean, that's just absolutely ridiculous. I think Mother Goose could have made a better story. I mean, Dr. Seuss could have came up with some better logic than that. And this is the foolishness that the grand jury actually believed. They said it was. Look, let's just look at it this way. Mike Brown is no longer here. Darren Wilson is. So basically, it's Darren Wilson's word against a bunch of people who stay in Mike Brown community that probably don't like the police, because that's the image that they say. That black people will try to do anything to try to get the police indicted or somebody to get arrested as a part of the police department because we don't like them. And that leads me to my next point. Parents, we need to stop telling our kids about the police and tell them that the police is just out to get them. Okay, there are some police officers out here that's not real.
real officers in my book. I mean, they're officers, but of course, they're not real officers. They're just hiding behind a badge, and they just want to do whatever they want to do, and they just want to attack anybody that they want to attack. But on the other hand, there are still positive police officers out here that believe in the shield and that stand behind the principles of which the police department actually stands on, use logic, and do a good job of it. So when we hear these albums and some of these thugs out here, wannabe thugs, or these popcorn bubblegum rappers who talking about how the police just deprived them and I ain't talking to them, I ain't no snitch. It make people just believe that the police just nothing. And we want to talk back to the police. We want to cuss the police out. We want to tell the police where to go. We want to tell them where to get off. And we expect for them not to do anything to us. We got to respect the police department too. But at the same time, parents and some of these other people, we need to stop telling people that all police officers are out to get the kids, okay? Leave that where it's at. Not all police officers are bad. But Darren Wilson, this is a mother goose tale in my book. I think that this is absolutely sad that you actually believe some foolishness like this. I've heard several accounts. I've heard that that Mike Brown had his hands up, police shot him. I heard that. I never heard of a scuffle. I didn't hear about that. I also heard that it said that he stopped Mike Brown because he fit the description of somebody that robbed a convenience store. But this is something that raised a red flag to me. There was the fact that Officer Darren Wilson did not know of the account of somebody actually robbing the particular convenience store on that day. He didn't know anything about it, and that's not the reason why he stopped Mike Brown. So I think that all these stories out here that people have been telling, it just sounds absolutely ridiculous. I mean, just straight up ridiculous. Darren Wilson, look, I don't know you, but I mean, come on, man, call Dr. Seuss up. Let him help you out because I think he can tell a better story than you can. Moving on, we're going to talk more about Rudy. Well, we're going to talk about Rudy Giuliani. Okay, everybody know who Rudy Giuliani is. If you don't know, he was the mayor of New York City. You probably know him during the time of 9/11, where he became mostly the face of 9/11, so to speak. Because I guess of his leadership and everything like that, and it won him a lot of respect, and a lot of people thought he might run for president of the United States one day, which there's probably